Hey ChatGPT, how should I invest 1,000 euros? Everyone is talking about AI. It's fast, it's free, but it's lying to you about your money. New studies reveal that AI responds to 35% of financial queries with data that is flat out wrong. And in the very near future, AI could lie even more because it is being paid to do so. That's exactly why the European Securities and Markets Authority issued a formal warning, because taking financial advice from a bot is like boarding a plane with a pilot who crashes 35% of the time. Today, we put AI to the test ourselves. I'm a financial advisor for almost 10 years now. So let's see if we can spot the hallucinations before they ruin your financial strategy. At its core, ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini are massive statistical models. They don't know facts. They calculate probabilities and make predictions, which is really just a high-speed estimate. And when an AI lacks information, it doesn't say, "I don't know." It fills the gaps with content that can be inaccurate, misleading, or completely fabricated. That is a so-called hallucination, and that is problem number one. That this completely made-up information is presented with extreme confidence. It sounds plausible, it looks professional, but it is dead wrong. Here's another example where I asked ChatGPT a very simple question and AI gave me a list of reasons why walking is better. It even told me to walk over and bring the car back after. Thumbs up emoji. AI is so focused on being helpful that it forgot you can't wash a car if you walk to the station without it. And even if AI has all the information, the question is, where's this information coming from? And that's problem number two. AI is trained on outdated information on the internet that is popular. And what is popular? High risk, high reward stuff. A study from Universität St. Gallen found that AI models push investors towards high risk strategies. The models they tested favored US companies, recommending that people invest 93% of their money in US stocks. Why? Because they are trained on US-centric data. But if you live in Germany and follow that advice, you are ignoring currency risk, tax implications, and European regulations. Once AI models are overfitted to a specific dataset, they struggle to process new, unknown, or unusual data. But in the financial world, the most likely answer is not necessarily the factually correct one. Now, I wanted to put AI to the test myself, because after being a financial advisor for almost a decade, I'm pretty sure I can spot a costly hallucination if I see one. I created a completely new ChatGPT account to make sure there was no history and it didn't know anything about me. And then I asked, I have 100 euros a month to invest. What should I do? On the surface, the answers looked professional. But as a professional, I don't see helpful advice. I see a dangerous lack of context. And if I gave advice like this, I would lose my license in no time. Before I show you the answers I got, I know what some of you are thinking right now. I'm not stupid, I'll just give AI a better prompt. My salary, age, and my goals. And you're right, at least partly, because that helps AI to give you a sharper answer. But here's the problem. AI is a yes man. It is programmed to follow your lead. If you ask, how can I invest in some hyped up tech stock to retire early? It will give you a plan to do exactly that. AI doesn't challenge you. AI doesn't check your emergency fund. It won't sit you down and say, wait a second, you have 5,000 euro in credit card debt at 15% interest. Investing in a volatile tech stock right now is a bad idea. And let's talk about those hype stocks. In one of my tests, AI suggested to diversify with hype stocks because they've been performing well. Why? Because AI is built on internet data and the internet is built on herd mentality. There's no objective market insight here, only the human bias to buy what's hot. That might be one reason why AI answers 35% with wrong or made up data, if you remember the study from the beginning. And let's talk about that study from Universität St. Gallen one more time. They found out that AI pushes you towards high-risk investment because that's what the training data says is popular. So this was not just my test, because I don't know how to use AI. Even the arguably greatest investor in history, Warren Buffett, does the exact opposite of what AI tells you to do. He knows by the time that the stock is trending on the internet, the smart money has already moved on. And always remember that past performance is no guarantee for future results. Another problem is that AI immediately recommended specific brokers without even asking, are you open a joint account? Are you moving your portfolio to another country in a couple of years? But every broker has different strengths, especially when it comes down to your specific strategy or regarding German tax reporting. Why does AI do that? Because it's trained on the internet. And the internet is filled with articles written by people who get paid a commission to recommend specific brokers. And when AI researches the web, it is picking up those biased recommendations. And now comes another level on top, because OpenAI has already confirmed they are exploring advertising in chat results. This means in the near future, the solution AI recommends might not be the best one for you. It might just be the one that paid the most money to be the top result. You know me, I like to be transparent, and Perfinex uses affiliate links too. But here's the difference. When we recommend a platform or a product, we are licensed, we are regulated, and we are legally and financially liable for the advice we give. We have a legal obligation to act in your best interest. AI has neither liability nor legal obligations. If ChatGPT tells you to buy a hyped up stock at the all-time high and it crashes 30% next week, who do you call? There's no customer support for a hallucination. There's no undo button for a perfectly calculated mistake. And that is exactly why we do what we do. So if you want a professional, licensed opinion on a financial plan, book a free meeting with us. We'll make sure that a 30-minute conversation with a human expert is worth more than 1,000 prompts. So, does this mean you should never use AI again? No, not at all. I use AI almost every day for research, for organizing data, and for brainstorming. In fact, we used AI to research for this video. And I advise you to do the same. Use AI for information and use humans for strategy. Think of AI as a high-speed library. It can find every book on German tax law in seconds, but it cannot tell you which chapter applies to your life as an expat. So here is your 3-step action plan to use AI safely. Step 1. Use AI to learn the vocabulary. Ask, for example, how does the German ETF tax for Abpauschale work? It is great for facts, but terrible for what should I do? Step 2. Before you follow any AI advice, ask yourself, does this bot know my residency status, my debt, and my goals? If the answer is no, the advice is just noise. And step 3, take your AI-generated ideas to a licensed professional. A 30-minute strategy call can save you thousands of hallucinated mistakes. Here at Perfinex, we help you build a financial strategy that actually works in the real world, not just in a chat window. So stop gambling with your hard-earned money with AI that has a 35% error rate, and let's make sure your future is built on facts, not probabilities. Thank you for watching und bis zum nächsten Mal.